Hi, I'm here, it's June 8th, and I'm here doing a small tour of the small garden plot that we have. I want to first thank our sponsor, Soul Glo. Thanks. I don't have any hair, but when I did, I use the product all the time. It's fabulous. And then they're also going to help us schedule a band out here for later on this summer, and we'll post that up on the site. Sexual Chocolate's going to be here, so stay tuned. But with that being said, we're going to look at the plants a little bit, because that's why we're here. I've got a mixture of different things growing in this bed, a lot of which I planted in the fall. So we've got our last sort of heads of lettuce that are just about done here. We have some variety of squashes. I like to grow a squash called Zucchini romesco, which is a little bit sweeter than normal squash. And then if we go back to the beds, I've done something new here, which are artichokes. And they're actually perennials if you can, up to about 20 degrees. So we'll see. And based on the winter that we had last year, I don't think they'll make it past this year, but you'll see later on they'll sprout out artichokes, about 6 to 8 of them later on in the season. And then I've done a lot of planting along the fences and along places I can trellis. This is a blackberry bush. It's thornless, and hopefully we'll get that up around the fence next year. And there's various different varieties. Then this is, my eggplants that fail every year. They seem to get eaten by these flea beetles. And it's not necessarily the foliage that kills them, but they lay their eggs in and they destroy the roots. But we'll see, maybe they'll make it. The next thing that we planted is Brussels sprouts. And if you want to look, if you've ever seen a Brussels sprout, what happens is you see those right in between those are the Brussels sprouts starting to grow. And this plant will grow up several feet, probably about 4 or 5 feet tall, and these Brussels sprouts will sprout up and it'll lose its leaves on the bottom here. These are all Brussels sprouts. These are all things that I planted in the fall. We've got kale, both Siberian and Toscano, and I think I pronounced that right. And then we have some Swiss chard, and I put some spinach that's kind of been harvested here. I've sort of picked it out. And then if we come over to the next beds here, we've got again a lot of these bramble bushes, both raspberries and blackberries. I've done some companion planting with some perennial herbs such as sage. These are good down, well below 20 degrees or well below 0, and you'll see that. And then because these, and you can actually see some of the raspberries are ripening up, and the plan is what we'll do is we'll actually grow these down the side here. So if you look in the stairway, these will actually droop down the side in future years to come. So anyways, that's the small bed, and I'll have more posting. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Sexual Chocolate, or I should say Soul Glo, and stay tuned for the Sexual Chocolate concert. Thanks for coming out.